Hey class, it's Brooke again. Hope everybody's having a good Easter weekend, getting to enjoy spending some time with family or friends if you celebrate. So I'm going to go and talk a little bit about some of the comments and things that people brought up from our group. The first person was Courtney. I really like that she talked about the family or the parents needing to have a real partnership, and that this therapy, structural family therapy, is really all about those real partnerships and that kind of family structure that's needed for families that are showing some dysfunctional behaviors. She also mentioned that with this particular family, it seems like there's, a lot of ganging up on mom and, all these kind of these subsystems for the, kind of the hierarchy of the way that things are going with this family. So she was saying that, family transactions, when this kind of behavior is going on and they're having these relationships, these get repeated over time, which creates expectations, and people think that it's okay to be that way. Which to me kind of says, with this family, if the mother's always been the authority figure and the dad has always been a pushover, and from what I saw, he's almost kind of an absentee. He goes out, he works, and he comes home and he has expectations of the way that things are supposed to be done at home. And their daughter has also grown up with these different kinds of expectations. Dad's a softie, mom's the authority figure, and so she thinks that it's okay for it to be like that. And that's why they're appearing to have a lot of the problems that they're having now in their family structure with her drinking and thinking it's okay because dad's saying it's okay. And mom's being the grumpy one and doesn't understand that I'm just a teenager trying to have fun. So within this family, Courtney mentioned that, these rules were assigned. At some point, we don't really know when, but at some point the mother took on that authority role. The dad took on the easier one, and the fun one. And at some point, these rules and these roles kind of took over the family structure. And with these differing rules, the dad and the daughter think that, if you work hard, the daughter's getting decent grades, the dad goes out and he works hard, so therefore it's okay to have fun. And Courtney mentions that, she believes that the mother, yeah, that's one thing, but you need to hold yourself to a higher standard. And I thought that was really interesting that she brought those points up, because I kind of recognize that too with the mom, that she's saying, yeah, I've let you drink at the house, but you're taking it to another level. It's different having wine with dinner than it is to go out and be getting arrested. And the dad is not really seeming to understand that there's some boundaries that are being crossed in that. And that's something that family structural therapy can help that family to understand, that those boundaries are lacking and needing to implement those. Kimberly also talked about the difference in the parenting styles, which is pretty similar. A lot of us are saying the same stuff. I think everybody recognizes that there's very poor boundaries within this family, that there is no parent hierarchy, and it's affecting the structure of the family and therefore the behaviors and actions of the individuals in it. But I like the fact that she brought up the different parenting styles and that the parents do not see eye to eye. It's very, very clear that the parents are on two completely different pages with how they're parenting, what they think is okay, their expectations for their daughter, which Kimberly mentions, leads to the fact that they have no structure. So therefore there's no authority with the daughter. And that they're all expressing themselves differently as well, is what Kimberly mentioned. The mother is expressing herself as, that she has to be this way, that, if she doesn't take care of the home, that these things aren't going to get done, and that's kind of her role. And, the father is saying that, it's okay to have fun, to cut loose. And yeah, that's your role. because I go out and I make the money, and I work and I take care of the outside, the yard, and you take care of the inside. So this isn't really my problem, you know. And Kimberly also mentioned that this is probably pretty confusing for the daughter, having these very different parenting styles, these different ways of expressing themselves. It's probably confusing for her to understand what her expectations are, because there is no rules. That if mom gets mad, well, mom always gets mad. But dad understands. And so that's created this coalition with the father and the daughter. And they're really working against mom because she's the one that is kind of going against what the father and the daughter want to do. Or the way that they see things as being, the fact that her going and drinking and getting arrested is okay. It's just her going out and having fun. And the mom is appearing like she's trying to create the rules. She's trying to take on that sense of authority, but without a coalition happening between her and the father, it's kind of fallen on deaf ears with the daughter. If they're not united together, then it's not gonna matter much, because now it's just mom. So Kimberly brought up, I think, some really good points. And she, like I said, she mentioned no clear boundaries, making it hard for a child to follow the rules. And then, of course, we have a single and unstable coalition against the mom. Like I had mentioned, they're really ganging up on her and seeing her as being the authority, kind of over, I feel like over both of them in a way, that she's just this authority figure, and the dad and the daughter are just trying to live life and work around mom, rather than coming together and understanding that they need to be a united front. They need to take over the hierarchy and take over the parental roles together, to be united, so that way they can kind of reel their daughter back in and get her kind of back on the straight and narrow. So for my next video, I'll talk about the conceptualization part and what I would do for this particular family. Okay, talk soon. Bye.